Hey everybody, welcome back. Hanoi hits you hard. Chaotic streets, food everywhere, and horns that never stop.
In this video, we are going to break down exactly what it cost us to be here, the amazing food we ate, and how this city will pull you in whether you're ready or not. This is Hanoi. It's loud, it's raw, and it's completely unapologetic.
So let's dive in. A quick 2-hour flight from Ho Chi Minh to Hanoi, and we arrived.
Surprise, surprise, we're down another alleyway. This time it was a little bit different. We had to walk through a nail salon. Yes, an active nail salon. It looks pretty dead right now because they were closed, but when they were open, it was packed. Very interesting. Now, this apartment was 5 floors, and of course, we were on the top. No elevators in this one. Old buildings in this area have very narrow staircases, so we got our cardio in for sure. The location was fantastic. It was right in the French Quarter, which is about a 15-minute walk from the Old Quarter. Now, the room was simple, but it worked. The bathroom was a decent size. Those typical Southeast Asian showers, though, you know I hate those. The bed was comfortable. A little tight for both of us, but we're getting used to it. We did have a work desk, which was fantastic because we definitely do need that. This room does have a balcony. Now, granted, it's not a very great balcony, but I always like fresh air. But the interesting thing is that building right over there, that's the U.S. Ambassador's residence. It's our first morning here in Hanoi. We arrived kind of actually morning-ish. We got to our homestay. This is the first one in Vietnam so far that we have not had either a free breakfast or a kitchen to cook. So we came out to find some breakfast, and we found we were craving some Western, just a good breakfast after a little bit of a nap. I got a amazing overnight oats. It is so good. It's got fresh made peanut butter and yogurt, cinnamon, vanilla, dragon fruit, mango, and banana, and it is so good. Oh, here's our coffees. I actually got, it's a cold brew, and it has lime and something else in it, and simple syrup. Sorry, I need this desperately, as you can see. So lime and simple syrup mixed with cold brew. Oh, that's awesome. And Mark actually got, this looks amazing. He got a cold brew, but his breakfast is a nice thick piece of toast with egg, bacon, mozzarella cheese. It looks super, super hearty and delicious. Now that my coffee has kicked in, I realized, and I've even said where we were. We're at the Hanoi coffee station. We just finished our breakfast. It was fantastic. I have been craving something just like that, and it was perfect. But for everything you saw here, a little bit more than we would normally spend, especially on a breakfast, but it was 403 Vietnamese dong.
Hanoi is the massive capital city that feels even bigger once you're on the ground. We visit the Old Quarter near Hom Kim Lake, a bustling tourist hub, home to the iconic Turtle Tower, a small 19th century stone tower sitting quietly on an inlet in the middle of the lake and considered a symbol of the city. But it's not just for tourists. Around the lake, locals are out at all hours, stretching, walking, dancing, working out, or just sitting on a bench with a coffee watching the world go by. And just steps away, the Old Quarter is where you'll find the real action. Tight streets, non-stop scooters, street food, smoke in the air, and that constant chaos that makes Hanoi feel alive.
At the other end of the lake is a symbolic place that's great for understanding Hanoi's history and finding a quiet moment away from the urban hustle. The walk across the Red Huck Bridge is a highlight, leading to Nyop Son Temple. There's a small entrance fee of 50,000 dong, which we skipped, but the peaceful vibe makes it worth the visit. So So we're sitting at Uncle Chen's, and this place is great. It is, they get to the point. They serve two different types of soup, a shrimp soup and a pork dumpling soup. And then they've got pancakes, which we're waiting for. They're making them fresh right behind me. We ordered one with pork and one with beef, and that is all they have, but they do it right. We're sitting here at a countertop. It is great. This soup has a lot of flavor. I added some extra shallots and garlic, and it comes with shrimp, some rice paper noodles, and some fresh seaweed, and it is really, really good. This soup is so good. We just wish the bowl was bigger.
Okay, so we got the sesame pancakes. What they do is they have fresh dough, they roll it out, they smash it, they fill it with either beef or pork, and then they put it in sesame seeds. And then they have this special, I guess it's like a barrel with oil in it, and they pop them in there and let them cook. And they come out crispy and delicious. They look very good. They got the beef inside like this. Let's see, they're very hot, but hopefully it's not too bad. Meat is very good. The outside is so crispy and delicious. The sesames and everything has such a good flavor.
As you can see, the prices are fantastic here. Mark would have liked a bigger bowl of soup. I would have liked a bigger bowl of soup, but it was still delicious. Our soups were each 50,000. And then our pancakes one was 50 and one was 35. I'm going to try the other one. It just came out. It's pretty hot. So I'm going to see if I can even bite into it because it's really, really hot. I think this is like a grilled pork, perhaps. Ooh. There are preserved mustard greens in here. It gives it a bitter, different taste with the pork. It is so, so good.
The French Quarter where we were staying feels a little bit different. Wider streets, old colonial buildings that make Hanoi feel almost European for a minute. It's less frantic, a little more polished, and easy to wander without constantly having to dodge traffic. At the center sits the Hanoi Opera House, a pale yellow reminder of the city's French past. It's grand without trying too hard, the kind of place you pause in front of even if you're just passing through. I know, another banh but we're in Hanoi right now, and our area that we're staying, or our homestay that we're staying in, doesn't really have a kitchen. We found out there was a little kitchenette, but it's just kind of inconvenient. So banh mi is the perfect breakfast treat. You've got your bread. This one has almost like an omelet inside with vegetables. Mark got one with some pork on it, and it's really good because it's very economical. So you're looking at, for this sandwich, I think it was about 25,000 dong for this, and then gotta get the coffee. This one is super, super strong. I have to say, he is the first person to tell us that it's short, meaning there's not a lot in there because it is so strong. And he said it will go to your brain. So great alternative to making breakfast. I'm off the hook, so I don't have to cook. So I'm excited. Okay, so my banh mi is supposedly an omelet with vegetables, and I got it spicy. They asked if we wanted it spicy, and I said yes. And ooh, is it delivering? But the funny thing is that it says it was an omelet or an egg with pork roll. And when you think of pork roll coming from New Jersey, you think of Taylor ham and stuff like that. But this is definitely not it. It's just almost like a cold cut. Looks like a sort of like almost like a turkey type of thing. But it's very good. The sandwich is delicious. So if you're staying in the French Quarter, this is definitely a place to come. I believe they're open from morning to night. You can get a tasty, tasty breakfast. Our breakfast that you saw was 130,000 Vietnamese dong. And the good thing for us is it's pretty much around the same amount that we would spend if we went to the grocery store and bought everything and I had to cook. Maybe a little bit more, but for me not having to cook, I think it's totally worth it. It's super tasty. It's very, very packed with flavor, and it's a great breakfast.
We just got some sweet treats off the street cart. They're almost like little munchkins. This one's like a banana fritter. It's so good. The only thing that would make it better is if I had coffee to dunk it in. But really, really good. She wanted to charge me $150 for all of these, and I was like, oh, no way. Actually, Mark said that. But so we got all of these for $100,000.
Quick heads up on the street donuts. They'll hand you one with a smile, then suddenly you're negotiating. The first price is usually high. Just smile, say no if you're not interested, or haggle way lower if you are. It's just part of the street hustle. As budget travelers, we're always on the lookout for free, interesting things to do, and Thang Long Gallery is a great little find. It's tucked into Hanoi's Old Quarter. This quiet gallery showcases contemporary Vietnamese art from lacquers to silk paintings. It's a calm escape from the busy streets and an easy, budget-friendly way to experience Vietnam's modern creative culture. And the best part? They had AC.
So this is another dish we wanted to try when we got to Hanoi. It's bun dao man tam. I'm probably butchering that, but that's cool. That's the English version. We found this place and we're going to check it out. I believe it's like cold noodles with pork, tofu, shrimp paste fermented, and some vegetables. I believe it comes on a platter, so when we get it, we will show you. But I'm hoping it's delicious. We've heard some mixed reviews about it, but we're going to bring it to you and see where it goes.
Eating local is what it's all about. As you just saw, she came over, she mixed all the sauces for us. We would never have known how to do that or what to do with it. But this platter looks really, really interesting. We've got the nice cold rice noodles there. We've got some sliced pork. It looks like some tofu, some homemade sausages. I think this is a blood sausage from what it looks like. Some fresh veg, and then this amazing little dip she made. I'm not sure exactly what's in it. And then some little, I'm excited for these egg rolls. You dip everything in. Let's try it. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Oh, that's really hot, but all of this that you just saw, this is only 90,000 dong, and that is why you eat local, folks.
What you dip it in, I think, is what I believe is it's a fermented shrimp paste. Now she added lime and some chilies and stuff like that, so it's a little bit different, but it is a pungent taste and a little bit almost like a vinegary, fishy taste. I believe that's what it is. If anybody knows, you can let us know. But
Don't be afraid to step into the small local spots. They might look intimidating from the outside, but the people are usually incredibly kind and accommodating, even if you don't speak the language. A smile and a little patience go a long way. You might just find your new favorite dish, the kind you would have completely missed if you played it safe.
one thing we always try to do, hunt down the local specialties, the kind of dishes you maybe won't find back home, and taste our way through a city one bite at a time. If there's something Hanoi is known for, we're gonna order it. And if you have a favorite we missed, drop it in the comments and we'll add it to our list for the next time.
We're trying it's a cold noodle salad with sliced beef on the top. It's got shallots and peanuts, vermicelli noodles in there, and you mix it all up. It's got some fermented vegetables as well. You mix it all up. There's also, of course, lime and hot chilies on the side. You mix it all up together. And then I'm going to just take a little bit here. That beef, very tender, mixed with the peanuts, and there's a little fish sauce on the bottom. Really good blend. The fried fermented pork roll. They said these are highly recommended, so of course we're going to try them. We want to try all of the things that are known in the Hanoi area.
Doesn't have too much flavor, honestly. I think if I didn't dip it in the sauce, it just has a fried taste. That sauce is nice and spicy, so it's got a good crunch on it from the fry. So
Okay, so this soup came, or the salad came in two sizes. It came with a small one and a larger one. One was 75,000, one was 100,000. They say this dish originated in the South, but it made its way up north and became a fan favorite. And I can see why. It's one of my new favorites as well. And the pork sticks, once they cooled off, they had a little bit more flavor. The total for everything was 265,000 dong. But everything was very tasty, and I suggest you try it next time you're in town. All right, so we found the Che. It's a dessert in here in Vietnam or Hanoi. It's crazy. They just throw everything but the kitchen sink in here. We wanted to try it though, and the funny thing is we were looking for it. We couldn't find it on Google Maps, but then we walked out of the dinner place and it was next door. So it was meant to be.
it was.
So anyway, so it's a crazy drink. It has coconut milk, condensed milk, tapioca, cassava flour. And we got to just mix everything in it. It had beans. Yeah. It's got jellies, lotus seeds. I don't know what else, but this is what it looks like. It looks like probably how my throw up's gonna look later.
We told them to give us like the best seller, everything you've got, make it delicious. They were laughing at us, so hopefully it's really good.
Let's see what it tastes like here.
Too.
Like this is what it looks like. I don't know what this is. It looks like it has corn in it also.
All right.
That looks very gelatinous. I'm not looking forward to that. And these like gummy worms in here too. I don't know.
Try it out. Let's see.
It's delicious. No, it's actually really tasty. It's sweet, savory, and it also has so many different textures. It's great.
They do like to put, I will say, in their desserts, they like to put corn and the beans in a lot of their desserts, we've noticed. Even in Thailand, they put beans in a lot of the desserts. So I'm going to dig in here. Let's see. I'm going to try to get a little bit of everything, but it's hard. There's so much stuff in here. Oh. That is very surprisingly really, really good, because like Mark said, looking at it, you're kind of like, what the hell is that? But it has a really great taste to it. Like we say, you have to just try stuff. Walking down the street, there's carts everywhere. You see random things. Sometimes we don't even know what they are, but I'm so glad we did try this, because worst case scenario, you don't like it, you don't eat it. It was only 20,000 dong for that. And let me tell you, I would absolutely get that again. So we're doing something a little bit different, as you can tell. We decided to do the hop-on, hop-off bus tour of Hanoi. There were a few of the attractions we wanted to get to, but they were way too far for us to walk. So this we got en Klook, and we got a pretty good deal. It came out to, I think, about $15 per person. It's a 24-hour pass. You can stop at all of the attractions. You can stay as long as you want. The bus runs every half hour. And they even said, since we started at 12 o'clock today, we can come back tomorrow. So let's see what we can find.
If you're taking the hop-on, hop-off bus in Hanoi, here's something we learned the hard way. It doesn't automatically stop at every attraction. Even though it's called hop on, hop off, you actually need to let them know you want to get off. You need to tell the attendant before your stop. Otherwise, you might just roll right past the place you were excited to see. Consider this your friendly heads up so you don't end up sightseeing from the window like we did. St. Joseph's Cathedral dates back to 1886, built during the French colonial era in bold Gothic style. It feels a little European right in the middle of Hanoi, and the square out front is perfect for sitting down and soaking it all in.
Hua Lo Prison, often nicknamed the Hanoi Hilton, is one of Hanoi's heavier but most powerful attractions, built by the French to hold Vietnamese revolutionaries and later used for American POWs during the war. It's now a museum that really makes you stop and think. It's not free to enter, but it's absolutely worth it, especially if you want a deeper understanding of Vietnam's history, a big contrast to the energy outside. Visiting the prison is a reminder of why slow budget travel could be so powerful. When you take the time to linger, you don't just see the city, you feel its history, its struggles, and its resilience. It's a heavy stop, but it makes the vibrant chaos outside feel even more alive.
In Hanoi, the streets themselves become kitchens. Kitchen space is sometimes limited, so it's not unusual to see people preparing food on the sidewalks. And every restaurant and street stall is packed, shoulder to shoulder with food and people. It's intense, sometimes takes a strong stomach to watch, but you eat anyway because that's exactly why you're there. Another specialty we're having tonight is pho quan or pho quan. It is the rice paper wrapped around. Inside there are some greens, and I believe there is beef inside and some fish sauce. Let's bite into it and see what we find. Some cilantro in there gives it a nice flavor. I don't know if you can see. There is some beef inside of that. It's a good alternative to a fried spring roll. I think this is pretty similar, but with the rice paper, it's nice and soft and chewy. One of the two main entrees we got is, it's almost like a pho, but minus the soup. So you've got the noodles in here, beef, you've got peanuts on there, your cilantro. I just put some fresh lime on there as well. And I'm gonna try that beef. That's really good. There's a little bit of sauce on the bottom, but very good.
All right, so I got the deep fried pho dish. I guess it's a play on pho without the broth and everything like that. It looks amazing. It's so big. I didn't know I got the large size, which I probably shouldn't have. But you got some beef, you got mustard greens, you got a roasted tomato, and then you have these like little pillowy, crispy, I guess they're fried noodles or something. Let's see. Very good. Almost like rice crackers or like wontons without filling. Let's just dig in and check out the... It's very hot, so let me see. Got good sauce on it. And so we finished our meal. It was so good. Hits keep on coming here in Hanoi. That was gigantic for the biggest servings that I've probably had since I've been here. And it was total for the whole bill with 2 waters and all of that food was only $220,000.
Since we had the 24-hour pass, we decided to hop back on the bus and catch the attractions we missed yesterday. We're at Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum Museum. It is free to enter, which is fantastic, but no cameras allowed inside the mausoleum. It was actually a really cool experience. They have so many guards standing around at attention at all times. You walk through single file and you actually see Ho Chi Minh's body on display. Very, very, what's the word I want to use? I'll say embalmed. I don't know if that's the correct word, but I mean, it was a very awesome and unique experience to see that. And then you can walk the grounds. His actual presidential palace is here. You do have to pay 40,000 Vietnamese dong to get in, so we chose not to. But we walked around and the grounds are pretty cool. There's a pagoda we're gonna go see. And it's a cool experience for not having to pay to get in. Tran Quoc Pagoda, Hanoi's oldest, sits gracefully on West Lake, its red-tiled roofs and lotus-filled pond a calm contrast to the city's chaos. Still an active temple, it's alive with monks and worshippers, and the hop-on, hop-off bus makes it easy to hop between this serene spot and the city's other bustling attractions. Hanoi is filled with cafes, which of course we love. We are big coffee heads, but I will tell you, the coffee has turned on me. Yes, I have noticed this week, I don't know if Hanoi is very chaotic, okay? It is probably, I think, the most chaotic city we have been in Vietnam. It is just a lot. So have coffee with a lot of caffeine, it starts to like brew inside of me almost. And then we're trying to navigate Google Maps, we're trying to navigate the streets, the bikes, the cars, the honking. It is just sensory overload for me. I've never felt like this before, so it's a little strange.
I have to say, from going from city to city in Vietnam, this is probably the busiest with the traffic and crossing the streets and stuff, especially in the old quarter. So that has been a little bit different. It kind of was a progression for us. It started kind of slow. We learned how to cross, and then it got worse as we went along. This is probably the top of it.
It is, for sure. The one, I'll say, redeeming factor, the area we're staying in is called the French Quarter. It's actually where we're sitting right now, and it's a little more quiet. The streets aren't as crazy. So to start the mornings off that way, for me, it's been really great. But what I learned yesterday was I cannot have more than 1 cup of coffee, only in the morning. And that will hopefully today, I'm going to test it out, keep my anxiety to an all-time low. But yeah, it is definitely a very, very chaotic city. We made our way inside the Note Cafe. As you can see on the walls, there's all these different notes. Everybody writes little things and sticks them on the wall. We're going to see if we can find some notepads and make our own, but we made it up. I think we're on like the 4th floor or something, and one of the waiters said it was like a battlefield trying to find a table, but we found one. We're going to try to get by the window and get a really good view, but Mark got an iced Americano, and I got just an iced ginger tea, and we got a slice of red velvet, either a cheesecake or a cake, and it was only 150,000 dong. Amazon delivers? Not quite. Instead of them coming to you, they set up on a street corner and you go to them. Quite a bit different than in the States.
In the old quarter, and we're on the hunt for some sneakers. We haven't been having any success right now. I'm a size 13 or a 47, I guess that would be in European sizes, and the biggest we found was a 12 or a 45, I believe. So we're on the hunt. I don't know if I'm going to find them. My sneakers are shot. They were 6 months on the road, so I do need a new pair. If I do find them, I'll let you know how much. They're usually starting at around $1 million dong, $1 million or so. We'll let you know.
How's the shoe shopping going?
So far, no good. We're going to see what we could do. We did find one place that may have the size, and we're going to see about my haggling skills because they're asking 800,000 dong. So if I do get them, I'll let you guys know.
I lost my headphones when we were back in Phan Thiet, or Ho Chi Minh rather, so I had to get new ones. So this is the best place to shop. They have them kind of lined up on the tables. I looked for a few of them. I found one I really liked, and then the negotiations started. We started at $1 million. I worked my way down, and after being very nice and then finally just walking away, she agreed to 500,000, and I got myself a pair of JBLs. Hopefully they work.
All right, so no luck on the sneakers. They don't have sizes bigger than, I believe it's a 48, but they're knockoffs, so they weren't really true to size. So if you're a big guy, you might not have any luck. If you're looking for high-end shopping, go to the French Quarter. They have tons of designer, high-class stuff. If you want bargains and knockoffs, go to the old quarter. They have everything, and if your bargaining skills are on point, you can get yourself a great deal. All right, so we found the Hanoi specialty salad. It's dried beef salad, and it's like beef jerky. It comes with papaya, a bunch of herbs. It's got the beef jerky on it, and it's peanuts, and it's supposed to have a sweet and sour sauce. We found this little place. It's almost like a street stall, and we're going to give it a shot. We also got a lemon tea to go along with it. Let's see how it is. I'll grab some chopsticks. It's got some real beef in there too, it looks like. It's just it's like cold beef, so it's a little bit different. And then it's also, the dressing is really good. It's very sweet and tangy.
I got the chicken noodle, which pretty much is a chicken noodle soup. It's this one is local to Hanoi, or the North Vietnam. It has shredded chicken in it, which looks great. There's vegetables, there's some mushrooms, some little fermented shrimp in there, and the noodles almost look like I'll say ramen noodles, almost kind of like I don't want to say this like prepackaged noodles back home, but that's what it looks like. But I love those. It's really, really warm, but I'm going to give it a try. I'll get a little bit of that broth. Let's see. That's not going to I definitely need to kick it up a notch, but that chicken looks great.
All right, so that's surprisingly good. If you love beef jerky, you would really like this. And the papaya and the sauce is excellent. This all meal here, with Kenda's Mind and the chewed iced teas, was only 125,000 dong. You can't beat it. Come the next time and give it a try.
I am sitting here on famous Beer Street in Hanoi, Vietnam. We got a front center seat here. You can see all of the action going on. You can probably hear it is wild and crazy. We found some local Bia Viet, 25K a beer. Let's try it out. Not bad. The funny thing is, as we're sitting here, we are being offered some illicit drugs from multiple people. I don't know if it's because of the way we look. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to jail in Vietnam, so cheers. I am sitting in New York City pizza. Of course, our style, we find a New York City pizza, we're gonna go and get it. So we got a couple slices. They do sell them by the slice. They start at about 60,000 K a slice and go up from there depending on the toppings. We were going to get a pie, we were debating it, but the pie started at like almost 500,000, so we were like, no, let's do a couple slices. It looks pretty good, nice and thin. I'd like it a little bit bigger for that price, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's see how it tastes. That is really, really good. I did read online that the owner is actually, I believe, from the States, and they did go to New York City to kind of learn all of this, so this is a good pizza.
All right, so we got kind of a slice sampler. I got barbecue chicken, Kenda got plain, and then we got a pepperoni, mushroom, and ham, and a Hawaiian. This one is very good. It's there's a lot of chicken on it, and its sauce is very tangy. The cheese is really good also. The texture and the crunch, or the crust, is also very tasty. So it's...
We finished our pizza. So it was 310,000 dong for the 4 slices and 2 waters. I would have liked the slices to be a bit bigger, but I will say the taste of it was spot on. There actually almost was like that oil that you get in a real good pizza back east. But I would give it probably on my scale, I'm gonna give it like a solid 9.5 as well. We've really been lucking out with some great New York style pizzas, and this one is definitely up there.
We're always on the hunt for another Hanoi specialty, the kind locals line up for but you won't find trending online. The best ones never seem to be on the main road. They're tucked down narrow alleyways or inside what feels like someone's living room. You never know where you'll wind up, and honestly, that's the fun of it. You don't plan these moments, you stumble upon them. That's slow travel to us, less checklist, more discovery. We had to try cha ka, Hanoi's famous turmeric fish dish. We had a kind of soup, although most versions just come fried, served sizzling with fresh herbs, noodles, and peanuts. There were plenty of variations around the city, but this spot just had some of the best, and the plates just kept coming. Kenda went for the ginger chicken, and it was equally delicious. It was a little bit more expensive than we thought, but we left completely stuffed, and it was well worth the price.
Another night in Vietnam, and you never know what you'll find. Tonight, it was a singing garbage truck, only in Hanoi. We are sitting on infamous Train Street. As you can see, we are sitting right on the train tracks. A train is going to come by here in a little bit, and supposedly it's a really cool thing to see, so we had to do it. And we tried an egg beer. It's a Hanoi beer and then an egg foam in it. So let's see.
It doesn't really taste any different than the Hanoi beer, but it's, you know, something to do when you're sitting on train tracks. So that was the train street experience. It's definitely something fun to do. You come down, have a beer, you could have a coffee or something. They even serve dinner in some of these places, but it's definitely something just fun and kitschy to do when you're in Hanoi. Our time here in Vietnam is coming to a close. I can't believe it's been a little over 2 months already. We kind of hit, I think, at least for me, all the main areas. We started more central, we went south, now we're up more north. But it's really been a great experience getting to see all the different parts, for sure.
Yeah, and so for me too, it gave us an insight on to where we want to come back to and the places that we liked and didn't like, and there's so much more to see. So we are going to circle back probably sometime this year.
Yeah, for sure. And we're actually getting ready. After this, we are heading to Laos. We will be there for about a month, so we're looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, and one thing I also want to say is that Vietnam is very affordable for us. We've gotten to keep under budget and everything, so it is a great place to come if you are budget travelers or slow traveling through Southeast Asia.
So when you are in Southeast Asia, you have got to eat durian fruit. Well, we found a little cafe. Everything is durian fruit. So we got two different things. We've got durian fruit ice cream, and then we also got an avocado and durian fruit ice cream. So they both sound really, really interesting, and we're excited to see how pungent the durian is gonna be tonight. This looks delightful. I'm assuming the white one is the durian, and then of course the green one's gonna be the avocado. So we'll give it a try. Super sweet. I wouldn't even really know it's durian actually, but it's pretty good. Let me get down into the avocado. Very mild. That one's not as sweet, but the durian was super sweet. And here, there's actually some fresh durian on top. It smells like durian. Very good. So when you walk in the door, definitely the smell of durian hits you. It hits you pretty hard. But when you're eating this, it's so mild, we're kind of not sure if it's really a durian ice cream and maybe just the durian was on top. But it's still delicious, something very different to try. And for both of these, it was 90,000 dong.
All right, so that was Hanoi. It keeps moving whether you are ready or not. The real question is, can you keep up?
And now we're heading off to Laos. What did you guys think of our time that we spent in Vietnam? Is this a place you'd want to visit? Comment below and let us know. And as always, guys, keep exploring.
Keep inking.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
This is your captain speaking. Buckle up and make sure you subscribe to the Ink Nomads. Will be landing in Laos shortly.